From winning the Formula 2 championship to his first ever Formula 1 preseason testing, Felipe Drugovich's last few months have been nothing short of a dream. But who is he really? That's what you're going to find out today, kicking things off with how it all began. Drugovich was born in Brazil, into a family already full of racers. His uncles Sergio and Oswaldo Drugovich were also racing drivers. No wonder how he got so hyped up about getting inside a car. Like most drivers, Drugovich also started out by karting before making his way into an actual Formula car. He then raced in Formula 4 for the 2016 season. It was the one to completely forget about. It was bad, guys. Just listen to this. He finished 12th in the driver's standings and could only manage one podium. Not the results you need if you want to make a future in F1. But his second season was much better. He finished 3rd in the championship and won 7 races, and those were the most wins by any driver that season too. The period from 2017 to 19 was the most exciting one for him, because that's when Drugovich won 2 separate titles. Yes, you heard me right. He took 2 different titles. He won the MRF Challenge Formula 2000 and Euro Formula Open. He absolutely dominated the latter. Drugovich was racing with RP Motorsports, and boy were they lucky to have him on their team. He won the title by almost 200 points over second-placed Bent Viscal. That's just astonishing.
Yeah, really pleased with that. It was a day in a rush, I would say. I was quite tight from practice from F2 to F1, and then basically straight from the car from F1 to F2. But yeah, really enjoyed it. I think it was an amazing experience. And yeah, I still got a good result in F2 quali.
Nice, P4.
P4.
P4,
yes,
we love to see it.
Yeah.
Are you feeling more chilled now that you are the champ of the paddock?
Yeah.
Are you feeling a bit more relaxed about the weekend?
Yeah, for sure, a lot more. I can enjoy a lot more the experience. The team still has to win the team championship, so that's the main goal.
That season made it clear to everyone that this boy has a huge future ahead of him, but his 200-point lead isn't the only special thing he did that season. Out of the 16 total races, he won 14. It was only a matter of time until he joined a team in the Formula 3 championship, and that's exactly what happened. He signed a contract with Carlin Buzz Racing in 2019, but once again, just like his first season in Formula 4, the one in Formula 3 was also bad. After many disappointing outings in races, he could only finish 16th in the standings. Now, that's low. But there's still one interesting fact about that campaign. He still finished ahead of his teammate. Imagine the state of that team. But he didn't take it too hard and moved up to Formula 2. Surprised? Maybe Drugovich was too. I mean, after pulling off the kind of results that he did in Formula 3, he still managed to get a seat in Formula 2 the very next year. Not a lot of drivers get lucky like this, but his move to Formula 2 was justified right from the start. It was clear that his team identified the talent that he has and didn't worry about the results. Drugovich won the first sprint race of the season at the Red Bull Ring and was already off to a fiery start. It was time for another sprint race. This time, it was in Spain, and guess what? Drugovich won that one as well. After continuing his outstanding form for the whole season, Drugovich finished 9th overall at the end of the season, which wasn't half bad for someone who finished 16th in Formula 3, but he suffered again in the 2021 season, not in the same way though. Drugovich switched teams for that campaign and joined Uni Virtuoso. He struggled to fight for a place in the top half of the table. Drugovich could only manage to finish 8th in 2021. Yeah, it was better than his 2020 campaign, but still, it wasn't what his team expected from him. He couldn't even win one race that year, which was poor according to Drugovich's standards. But what happened next was nothing short of special. He won the 2022 championship from 8th position to 1st. What a difference a year can make. The guy who struggled to win one race the whole year bagged a championship in the next? Crazy! The composure and maturity he showed in the 2022 campaign were just out of this world. He kicked off his campaign by finishing 5th, but only improved it in the next round when he finished on the podium. And as the season progressed,
yeah, it's been great. Did a little bit of aero testing at the beginning. After that, I just got to run a little bit more, in some more pushing ways. So it's been great. A little bit more time, trying to get to know the car, get to know how it drives, and just preparing myself. to be ready if in case the team needs.
It only looked like Drugovich would go on and win this one at one point in the season. His championship win became so obvious that only he himself could have stopped him from winning the title. But thankfully, he didn't do anything stupid that would have ruined his chances. He kept his calm and remained focused until the end of the season. Drugovich capped off his marvelous 2022 campaign with 265 points on board. He led the second-place driver by just over 100 points. Now, this is what you call domination. No one more than he deserved this championship win. But where does he go from here? Well, people think he deserves a seat in Formula One, and I agree with them. Drugovich has a lot of experience and can offer a lot to any team that he goes to. Fans and some F1 experts are comparing Drugovich's F2 campaign with Nick de Vries. Both of them were almost similar. Both won the Formula 2 World Championship in their third attempt. What that did for de Vries was that he became a prominent face in Formula One. He was a reserve driver for many teams, including Mercedes, and now he finally has an F1 seat for the 2023 campaign. He'll be racing for AlphaTauri alongside Yuki Tsunoda. But on the other hand, there's nothing for Drugovich in Formula One. He hasn't been linked with any of the teams in F1 at all. An F2 insider even said that there's no reason why de Vries should be any closer to an F1 seat than Drugovich. This shows how much he deserves a seat in F1, but nothing's being done about it. And it only proves one thing: you need to bring huge funds in order to get a seat in the bigger league, and Drugovich just doesn't have the financial backing as big as the other drivers. Maybe this is the reason why he still isn't being picked up for an F1 seat, because on the basis of merit and performance, he doesn't lack anything. But we don't know what's going on behind the scenes in F1. A lot is going on at all times. Those of you who saw Formula One Drive to Survive know what I'm talking about. So when actually can we see Drugovich racing for an F1 team? Well, not in 2023 for sure, but maybe he can get a deal in 2024. I think it won't be long until we see him get a seat in F1.
It felt amazing. It's a lot faster than anything I've driven in my life, obviously, and yeah, a lot of lateral G, which is something really cool. We feel it in the neck a lot. Yeah, it was really difficult with the weather. At the end, it was just raining, but we needed to get this 300 kilometers done. And yeah, we managed to do it. So now I have my 300 kilometers in an F1 car, so I can do the FP1, which I'll be doing in Abu Dhabi this year.
So how can Drugovich make the most out of the opportunity provided to him by Aston Martin? Drugovich should just enjoy his time as much as he can. Lucky for him that Lance Stroll had a minor injury ahead of preseason testing. Otherwise, there was no chance for Drugovich to get behind the wheel of an F1 car. Now that he is going to be driving an F1, even if it is for a short period of time, he should just enjoy it. Enjoy this moment while it lasts, because sooner rather than later, he will get his full season in Formula One. This is for certain. And who knows, if Lance Stroll isn't fit in time for the start of the season, he may get to race. That's all about the guy who's replacing Lance Stroll in preseason testing. We'll see you in our next video. Thank you so much for watching.